Y'all should be able to hear this one. Can y'all hear this one? Hey, Audrey, can you hear this one? Is it working now? See, I don't like it on here. Tell me if you can hear this one. Can you hear on here? Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. I don't usually like doing it on here, but we're going to do it on here. No, Audrey, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. I don't like usually doing it on here, but we'll do it. I don't know why my other computer wasn't making any sounds. I don't really have the time to try to figure it out. So it's going to be what it's going to be. So I'm going to let y'all get inside. You know what I'm saying? On this one, I won't be able to see the chats, though. Like, I'll only be able to see it as you write it, if I'm looking down there. So, just so you know. I'm not ignoring anyone, but it doesn't show up the same way on this tablet like it does the other places. So, we shall see. Sorry about that. Once again, guys, it's, yes, Biker Board, we live. Yes, we are live. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So, just know that. Just know that I won't be able to necessarily see all the comments unless I see it when you guys write it right then and there. But I won't always see it. All right. So, it is, I'm kind of disappointed because I really don't understand why I couldn't do it from over there, because I kind of like doing it over there. But it is what it is. I'll figure it out later. But, yeah, so how y'all doing today? It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. Monday. Tell me more. Tell me. No. Okay. So, what's going on? What y'all feeling like today? What it is, what it be like, what it's going to be like, what it's going to do, what it is going to do. You know, what it is. Oh, I don't know if I like it like this or like that. Okay. We'll just do it like this. So, I see. All right, so we're going to... Oh, this heat. Yes, Audrey. Girl. That's why I'm inside the house. So I'm inside. This is why I'm inside the house. Girl, because the heat. All right. So, I guess we should start with... We should start with... What should we start with? What should we talk about first? All right, so when it comes to... now we got to go through the week. We got to go through the week of what's happened. What done happened with Big Brother. Not to trust Memphis. I told you. Do not trust Memphis. I said it. I told y'all. I don't even know why I try to wear a hat in the house, because it's too damn hot to be wearing a hat in the house. But I told y'all not to trust Memphis. Okay? One, let me say this. When I was trying to watch it with y'all live the other day, it didn't really work out. So I decided to cut that, and then, I'm back. But you can't trust the individual. Hey, Miss Naturally. You can't trust the individual that wears a jean shirt. A jean shirt that's cut off with buttons, with snap buttons. You can't trust an individual like that. You just can't trust the individual like that. And I don't know why Janelle, of all the people in Big Brother, to trust Memphis. I don't even understand why Janelle would think her and Memphis would be okay. Like, why you would think that you could trust the individual that's got on a jean shirt with cutoffs, with snaps. And Janelle, you have been in the game so many times. You're a comp beast. And you feel, Janelle, oh, you know what? Let me go watch I'm sure not let me go out, but let me go talk to him and be cool with him. That's just one thing for me. I just don't even understand how that is. Okay, okay. I didn't understand. I didn't understand how Nicole could think Janelle was turning on her and how she didn't realize that the house is obviously going to tell you that Janelle is the bad person because Janelle is the one that the house is scared of. The house is petrified of Janelle. So Nicole, why did you listen to the house thinking that the house wasn't going to set you up to run your mouth and shake things up to then get Janelle feeling some type of way? Like you made no sense, Nicole. And I'm just sorry, Nicole, that you went and did that because you outed yourself out of that game. I mean, Nicole, honestly, you took yourself out the game. Nobody else took you out the game. Let's be honest, Nicole. Just being honest. Two, I gotta spend some time on. I gotta spend some time on Mr. David and Devon. I gotta bend it all the way back. I gotta bend it all the way back. When it comes to David and Devon, right? Her name is Devon, right? Yes, Devon. Okay. Here's my thing. David is playing this game like I understand that he's got a point to prove because he got kicked out first episode last season. So he's really trying to prove himself and he's in there. One, him calling himself a beast is the most ignorant shit I think I've heard in this game. Like, a beast? Sir, you've been in 3 weeks. Like, chill. With you talking about you're a beast, David. You are not a beast, okay? And Devon came to him like a real person and said, okay, this is what's going on. This is what I know. This is what they're saying about you. Is this true? She's laying all her cards out on the table, which I don't agree with, but she decided to do it. So let's go with what she's doing. And she's laying all her cards out on the table. She's telling this man she's giving this man the full list. Here's all my hands. Here's all my cards. Here I go. Here's all the information. And he has the audacity to look that girl in the face and say, stop. Calm down. Then David, you run to Bailey and say to Bailey, yo, I just told your homegirl to calm down. You thought Bailey and Devon wasn't going to be okay? Wasn't going to team up and be like, David, there's a problem? Now, let me tell you something. A reason I don't agree with Nicole being kicked out the house, Nicole A, is this. I understand the state of the world, and I get it. I get it. And Devon's reasoning of, well, there's never been a black Big Brother winner. And, you know, because he's black, I'm not going to kick him out the house or I'm not going to vote against him because he's black. Well, ma'am, let me explain something to you. David is going to vote against you. At the first jump, he can vote against you because now you guys have had an altercation. And he doesn't fully trust you either. So he's not thinking about the state of the world. He's thinking about the state of himself and the state of the game. And ma'am, you made a crucial mistake not voting out David just because he's an African-American man. I'm sorry. Because David is not thinking about the color of your skin when he goes to vote you out. Because he's going to vote you out. Because he believes that he is so covered by Tyler, it's ridiculous. Not you say to Nicole on your vignette when Nicole gets kicked out, girl, I hope you understand, since we had a conversation, I hope you understand the reason I didn't vote you, but I still want to be your friend. But the reason I didn't vote you out was because, you know, I told you what I told you. Man, that makes no sense. I'm sorry. Him being an African-American man does not make sense to not vote him out. After he wouldn't even give you the information that you were talking to him about, the information that you were seeking. You gave him all your information. You gave him all your stuff. You undressed in front of him and said, here's all that I am. And that man had the audacity to look you in your face and go, chill, stop it, calm down. Really? And you didn't vote him off? And you think that David is going to give you that back? Girl, no. You're not going to get that back from David. You are not going to get that back from David at all. You're not going to get that back from David. Now, I don't know. I'm so confused on why David would do that at all. Why David would tell her calm down and think in that place he would still be okay. And basically what Devon has done has now made this creature and made an enemy that is going to be right here on her shoulder saying, yeah, and go right behind her back and vote her out. Because I believe he will vote Devon out before he votes out Bailey. Simply because him and Bailey were on the show together, on that other season together. But Devon and him don't see eye to eye, and they don't look at things the same way. And she just exposed both her hands and said, "Here it is, here it is." And I can't believe through all that she's still stuck and voted out Nicole. When to me, to be honest with you, I think Nicole A is one of the most genuine human beings on the planet. And I believe that she really doesn't have an ill bone in her body. And she actually doesn't play the game well, which is why she got kicked out so early. Because if you guys remember on her season on 21, she wouldn't have made it as far as she did had she not had that little alliance with what's his name? The older guy. I forgot his name. I liked him too. But the guy with the hat. Cliff? I think his name was Cliff. The guy with the cowboy hat. She wouldn't have made it as long as she did in that game had she not gotten that. And she was America's favorite because of how genuine she was. So it wasn't going to be about her being genuine or not, but she's really not I would keep her in the game because I could beat her. Because I can beat her. Like, I don't know. David is not the one that you want to keep in there. David is... Yeah, I think his name was Cliff. But David is basically out. David is there for himself full on. Like, he is trying to do all the cutthroat things possible to deal with it. Okay? To possibly do it. First of all, Memphis... I keep trying to tell y'all, Memphis and Cody is not who you want to trust at all. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you. Okay? Then you get to last night's. Okay? One, Tyler won HOH. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm happy to see that. You know that means that David's safe for another week. So we got to move on from David because David's with the shit. With the stuff. Okay. Hey, Jessica. So David's with the stuff. So then you get in there and you do the stuff like you do this stuff and you get in there, and then Tyler's now in place, and now you call yourself a beast. Like, sir, you're not whatever. You let Enzo win the safety sweep. You let Enzo bring Christmas in there, which you know was a whole setup. And then Devon, who, first of all, let me ask y'all a question. What's with Devon? What is her deal this last night? What's her deal? What's her deal? So you ain't never had a punishment, so you want to wear the costume, so you start going to your whole alliance and telling them if they win, make you the person in the safety suite, so that way you can wear the costume? What? Devon, what's going on with you? So basically, again, Devon, when you were on your season, you had a problem on your season because you talk too much. You talk too much. What are you going to your teammates Oh, Devon had bad editing? Oh, okay, Jessica. Oh, okay. Like, what would you, why would you go to your own alliance and keep saying, if you win, put me, what's wrong with you? Why do you need a punishment, girl? Enjoy no punishment and forget the costume. But she talks way too much. Devon, you talk way too much. Like, girl, you just, like anybody wants to have a conversation, you like, yeah, okay, well, let's have it. Let's do it, whatever. And then you have the audacity not to trust Kazar. But you over here in your own alliance, sitting here telling everybody the business, and then telling somebody you don't even know if they're in the alliance the business, just because, simply because of the color of his skin, you're like, I'm going to tell you all the information because you are African American like me. What? What? Devon, I see why you didn't make it, and I don't know. I thought you was gonna come back because your whole point was, I'm coming back. I'm gonna be real different. I'm gonna be so different. I'm gonna shut up. Girl, why don't you teach some people how to act and stop talking? Because you over there giving away all your information, giving away all the tricks of the trade. You're telling too many people in the alliance the same thing. And what's gonna happen to you because Tyler put Janelle and Kazar up? Okay. You better know, ma'am, if one of them win the power of veto, Tyler is putting you up, Devon. You better know that, Devon, because you're doing too much talking. You're doing too much talking. And Tyler is the person of, man, look, you're doing all this talking. I'm just going to get rid of you. Because you see, he put up Janelle and he put up Kazar. Like, he is not playing. And then Janelle and Nicole F. Now, listen, I don't know if you guys watch the after hours, you know, the 24/7 streams. I don't know if you watch that. Now, I'm a Nicole F fan. Okay, I done told y'all I'm rooting for Nicole F. They're not gonna let Nicole F win, but I'm rooting for Nicole F. Okay. Whew. And if you don't follow Big Brother on Twitter, and you don't watch the All Access, where you can see the 24/7 live streams, y'all ain't seeing nothing. Like, man, I don't want to talk too much of it because, like, y'all, I mean, sometimes it's a long thing, but y'all haven't seen, like, Nicole F is at Janelle. Oh, yeah, Jessica, I love Nicole. I do. I always like Nicole. I like her and Victor. But, you know, like, Nicole is at Janelle. And you don't see it on the show, just the show that they show on CBS, like the regular times. When you watch those live streams, baby. And here's my thing. Janelle, listen, if I was a girl and I was tiny like Nicole F., Janelle would just be the one that I would just let be. I would just let be. I'd be like, all right, Janelle, you got it. You got it, girl. Like, you got it. You the one. Because Janelle is too big. And I think that Janelle is like a pretty Amazon. Like, she gives you like a pretty glamazon Amazon girl. And that hair, her hair is freaking gorgeous. Gorgeous. And so I wouldn't take on Janelle, because if Kazar or Janelle win that power of veto, know that one of them is coming off that block, and baby, they're going to shake up that room. That house is going to get shook all the way down. All the way down. Because they have lit up. Janelle now realizes Memphis is not her homeboy. Janelle now realizes like the whole house is against her. And she's got what she calls the whiny Nicole and the one that plays the victim at her. Babe. No. The power of veto hasn't played yet. Biker Boy, the power of veto hasn't played yet. Last night was just the HOH. And they put up who's in the veto competition. But they didn't, last night wasn't the veto. We don't know who the veto is yet. Who won? But, yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, so who won the power of veto? Did I miss something? Because now you got me. Now, see. Now you know I'm going to put on my TV. Because who won the power veto? Biker boy, who won the power veto? Because now I need to know. Who won it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I meant, okay, Biker Boy. Yes, I know, Biker Boy, but I wasn't going to talk about I wasn't going to talk about the live feeds because everybody doesn't watch it. So, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I know what you're talking about, but I wasn't going to talk about that because everybody doesn't watch the live feeds. So I don't want to ruin anything for anybody that doesn't watch the live feeds that has to watch the next episode. You feel me? So yes, I know what you're talking about, but that's why I was like, but I only know that because I watch the live feeds. They didn't. Okay, yeah. So we know, but they don't have that's not out for the general public yet if they don't watch the live feeds. So I know what you're saying. Okay, I got you. I got you. That's why that's Jessica, yeah, and Biker. That's what I was like. I didn't want to say. I know. I got you. Yeah, Jessica, I got you. I know. I was trying not to say that, and I got that I didn't know he actually watched it too. So we good. I get it. But it is what it is. But I'm just saying, you gotta be. Janelle is hungry now. Now she's angry. You've awakened, and where she had been, laying dormant because she hadn't been there for a minute, and she was trying it a different way because she was honestly trying to do it a different way, not to be the lash out raging Janelle that she can be. She was actually trying not to do it that way. But they've awoken that beast. They've awoken that beast, and she's going to erupt that house. Erupt. Okay? So, oh yes, Jessica, believe it. Janelle is at them, okay? Believe it. And Memphis, never mind. We're not even gonna do this. Hey, Loanne, we're not even gonna talk about Memphis. First, once again, I just want to reiterate two things. One about Memphis, one about David. One, you never trust a man that has a jean cut off sleeve shirt with snaps and wears that on. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. And David, again, I want to tell you, sir, you are not a beast. You've been on the show 5 weeks. Fall back. Chill out. It took you 2 seasons to be on 5 weeks. When Devon was reading you, when Devon got in the thing, and she was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess this time you've been a Big Brother, you know all the rules and the tricks and the trade. Oh, okay." When Devon said that, I was in the house like, yes, Devon, because David, what's wrong with you? Anyway, moving on from him, because he could go. Kevin could go. Let me tell you something. Who I could get rid of, who I could get rid of right now is Kevin, David, I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, Kevin and David could go right now. I don't trust Memphis, but Memphis is good for the snarkiness of the show. But Ian could definitely go. I can't stand Ian. Ian can definitely go. So my top 3 to go at this point is Ian, David, and Kevin. I can't. I tried, but I can't. I just can't do it. Now let me ask anybody. So last night, they were doing the HOH competition, right? And did anybody notice Cody when he was on the podium? I'm going to wait for an answer. Jessica, Biker Boy, did anybody notice? Did anybody notice? Did anybody notice? Right, see, Biker Boy. You see, I was like, so sir, you just gonna be in the camera? And I think what happened was, that he thought that the camera was off of him, and he moved. He thought he could move. And that he had to move because that was right in the camera. Like I was like, so you just gonna be, so your thing is just gonna be in the camera and nobody's gonna say nothing. And then I think he thought that the camera had moved off of him, so he had to readjust. I was like, oh, okay. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one that saw. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one that saw the man thing. Because it was just sitting right there. I said, so sir, you just gonna have your thing just sitting there? Oh, yeah. Jessica, you didn't see that? Jessica, go back and watch that episode, the one that aired to the public. Go back and watch that episode. Yes, Biker. Go back and watch that episode, Jessica. And his thing was sitting right there. He was just sitting there like this. And I was looking at it like, so you just gonna be in the camera? I mean, again, maybe he's not ashamed. I mean, if that's the best you got, yikes. But maybe he's not ashamed. But me, they'd have definitely put him, I'd have definitely gotten a change. I'd have definitely gotten in trouble. I mean, Jessica, it was a kumquat. The kumquat. It wasn't a full, it was definitely not an eggplant. Maybe it's like the eggplant when it starts to bud. You know, it wasn't nothing like that. I was just saying, like, had it been me, or maybe he didn't realize because had it been me, they'd have definitely put one of them, they'd have put like a whole, you know how they put them black, you know how they put those, what is that? Like them black bobs up. Like they'd have been like, sir. You know, like so truth be told, the truthism, when I started watching the live feeds, I mean, that's what the live feeds was for me. So, you know, that's what the live feeds was for me. Cause I used to be like, let me go on these live feeds and see what I can see. Hey, hey, you know, but like, I think when the camera moved, he thought the camera moved off of him, and cause then you see him, you see him like pull, and like all of a sudden it disappeared. But it was there. It was there. Yeah, yes, Micah, like the lives, you know, I encourage, honestly, anyone, the 14 of y'all listening to me talk right now about this, I encourage y'all, if y'all don't have CBS All Access, to get All Access and see the live streams, because I'm just saying. I mean, I'm a voyeur too. I don't mind watching. Now, like, but let me tell you something else about Big Brother. Like, I really want to get on this. Like I've told you guys 1,000 times. But let me tell you something else about Big Brother, okay? So they put that bidet in there, right? Jessica, you ain't missed nothing though. But not on that one anyway. But so now they put this bidet in on Big Brother, right? So Enzo, so my thing was this. Enzo has the audacity to have this conversation, right? Now, you know you're on the camera, right? And so you're going to talk about this bidet. Okay, I've never been on a bidet. Where we don't have bidets. Actually, you just don't have the money, or never mind. I'm going to just fall back. I'm going to just fall back on what I was going to say about that. But anyway, so you don't know what a bidet is. You ain't never had a bidet. So you go and sit on this bidet, right? And supposedly the bidet the water was too hot. And it was crazy to him. Okay, cool. So why, sir, Enzo, did you get up off the bidet and let the water from the bidet hit the door? You let the water from the bidet hit the door. You let the water from the bidet hit the ceiling, the wall, according to Cody. Like, why would you walk out? Why would you walk out after the water sprayed everywhere, which was already in your bum? And then he's talking about, well, no urine got anywhere. And I'm like, so why was you sitting on the bidet to urinate anyway? There was so much going on in that little section that I was like, well, why would you be sitting on the bidet to urinate? I'm confused of what's going on. Is it number one or is it number two? Because you only go, like, he only you only go on a bidet for 2. I don't know why you would go on a bidet for 1. So somebody needs to tell me, because you're not a woman. Obviously, if you're a woman, that's something different. But I'm confused. As a man, why would you go on a bidet for number 1? So for the number 1 thing okay, so you were confused too, Biker. Okay, because I just wanted to make sure like I was the only one because he said, well, no urine got on the toilet seat, and I'm like, okay, well, okay, fine. So you sat down on a bidet because this is what you said. You sat down on a bidet. So why would you let all the water? Why would you let all the water? I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would let all the water just. I don't get it. And then you're going to go to the kitchen and come back and be like, man, listen, where I'm from, they don't have that. Like, this don't give you street cred because you're nasty. This don't give you street credibility because you're disgusting. Like, if you trying to say because in Bayonne, New Jersey, they don't have bidets. First of all, Bayonne, New Jersey, I know people that live in Bayonne, New Jersey, they got bidets. You just don't know how to use it, and you are nasty. And Cody walked in there after you, trying to do his business, and had to walk into an ocean of Enzo. He didn't want to walk into an ocean of Enzo. And then you walk in the kitchen and then come back like, well, what, bro? I don't know nothing about a bidet, but you do know how to clean, right? So you wouldn't, and mind you, while this is going on, but my favorite part of the whole thing was Tyler was in the shower like this. What happened? Huh? Like Tyler was in the shower. What? Y'all remember that? Tyler. What? What's going on in there? Like, man, mind you, all this hair, and he's in there like, what's going on in there? What happened? Yeah. Like, I was like, Tyler. Nobody asked to see your locks, girl. Nobody asked to see your locks. What happened? What? You saw him. Did y'all see him how he was doing that? like, did y'all see him? What? What? I was like, you know what? Well, first of all, why did they edit that in there? Like, they could have just cut that out. Tyler was in there like, what happened? What? Like, girl, nobody asked you for that shake he was giving and that shampoo going down your back. Like, nobody. And then Enzo with the whole, well, man, I mean it, whatever. Like, stuff like that is why being in a big brother situation, that's why I've never had roommates. I can't do roommates. People are nasty. So people are nasty. Like, if I was Cody, I would have went in there after him. Yeah, Biker, for sure. But if I was next to him and I was next to him, and if I went after Enzo in there, and it was stuff everywhere, I would have died. I would have been like, Enzo, bring your behind back in here and get a towel, get the bleach, wipe. You know, there's other people in here that got to use the same toilet. Buddy, bro, work this out. Yeah, you're not gonna sit there and tell me, they don't have a bidet where I'm from. They don't have a bidet. They don't have it. Man, listen. They got soap and water and bleach. Get it. And clean this. Clean this. Get that. Well, if y'all have time, like I said, before the next episode, whoever does not watch the live feeds, I please tell you to watch the live feeds. Okay, please, because the live feeds is where it's at. Yeah, Jessica, Enzo is creepy, and I see why, and I'm not surprised his wife left him. I'm just saying, if that's how you live in there, I can only imagine what your house is like. I'm just saying. Because if you're not going to be on your best behavior at a place where you're sharing it with the general public, oh yeah, that house is something else. That house is something else. Your areas is not right. First of all, you too old. Like that. You too old to be wearing. Like, why you wear your hat like this? Like, why you wear your hat like this? What is this? What is this? Like, I'd be like, well, what are you doing? Who told you that was okay? Like, what is that? Like, what is? Like, the whole time he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go in there. I'm a cop beast. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it like this. You're like, what? And so who asked you that? Like, I'm just like, oh, who asked you for any of that, like, info like that? Like, why would you serve the information like that? And then there's all these people watching the show, and you don't even wipe up the water. You don't even wipe up. You know that the water done hit every place, so you don't even wipe that up? No, kitten. No Kit Kat. Kit Kat drip drop. Kit Kat drip drop. No. Kit Kat drip drop. No. And so it's a shock for me. Like, for real, you just surpassed. I never liked you anyway. And that kitty catty meow, snap, what is it? Meow, cat, drap. Whatever that nickname is, that's a dumb nickname. It's a dumb nickname. That drippy droppy, that drap, meow, kitten. You, first of all, you look like you are the leader of the pride because you done had all the cats on the way down to have children, like one of them old lions that are going out to pasture. So maybe meow, cat is not the mix for you because there's nothing about you young and spry. There's nothing about you attractive to look at. I'm sorry, homeboy. I'm sorry. And when you did that nastiness with all that water and stuff, and with the bidet and stuff, for me it was a chop. So you moved to you moved to the top. You move to the top of the list that you gotta go. Then it gotta be Kevin because I can't take Kevin at all. And then Ian, or maybe they could just do a combo for me. Like, can I buy it in an extra value meal and ship it out? And then we could just get to the girls and Tyler and Cody and Memphis, because Cody and Memphis is just going to make for good TV, but they got to go. But y'all better watch Cody, because Cody's playing it off a little bit, whatever, but he's coming for Memphis. I promise you he's going to take Memphis out. And Cody is really going to try to keep Enzo, to be honest with you, because he likes that kind of, that homeboy, like nonsense, like that homeboy stuff. So it was just like we could just get a double eviction. Like we could just get rid of all that. Like, it could just be all that could go. So listen, we gonna leave Big Brother, but again, I told you, make sure that you check out the live feeds for whoever doesn't check out the live feeds, okay? Please. And thank you. So secondary, what is this number? Who is calling me? Lord, I'm busy. Don't somebody always call you when you're in the middle of being busy. I'm being busy. Yes, that's what I mean. Tyler does think about the end game, and this is why I like Tyler. I think Tyler and I in that house together would be unstoppable. I would love to be in that game with Tyler. Unstoppable. But we'll see, because I'm going to get on that game, I'm telling you. Y'all watch when I get on there. Y'all going to be like, oh no, Gio. Jesus, don't do it like that. But you wait. Okay, we're going to run on to the next show. Now, I've talked to you guys about this, okay? The show is called Lost Resort. I've kind of mentioned it. Has anybody watched Lost Resort? Anybody watch Lost Resort? No? Well, Lost Resort comes on Thursdays at 10 p.m. on TBS. Okay? I love this show. It is not about... It is really good. It is another reality TV show. And it's about, like, it's people that go to this resort and they're trying to figure out their life and what their triggers are and what's going on with them. It's kind of like a therapeutic type TV show, but you know, with reality and them actually in it. So we have the black girl that is they play her off to be like honestly the angry black woman. Her name is Miko, and um oh, that's Selling Sunset. Jessica Bree is Selling Sunset. That's the show on Netflix. But Lost Resort, they play Miko off. Her name is Miko, and she's like the angry black woman, but she doesn't understand that she's the angry black woman, if that makes sense. And so she has just been hurt really bad, so she keeps a lot of stuff to herself and really doesn't like to share. And every time she's on the show, all these different things that they're doing, she doesn't give herself, and she's always threatening to leave, which is really can come off really childish, but she really kind of needs to open up to let out the hurt so she can have the good, you know? So that's her. Then you have Varon. Varon is this black dude that is all muscles, pearly white teeth. I mean, jacked to the ceiling, and like he's a firefighter, but can't really let people into his life. So he's got all the things. He's statuesque. He's every girl on there loves him, but he's there to try to figure out how he can have better love. Then you have the pastor, which her story is really heartbreaking, but it's really good, and how she's trying to work through it. But she has this debilitating disease that she doesn't really understand, and she lost her child, and she was a pastor, and she's no longer a pastor because she lost her child, and how she has to get over that hurt to become a better person. Then you have a mom and daughter combo, Christine and Robin. And Christine and Robin are a hot mess express. They're both attacking each other. The mother don't realize that she's somebody's mama, and she treats her daughter like bupkis, and her daughter is always screaming back at her and being the angry, resentful child. So they go back and forth. Then there's the gay guy. I forgot his name. He's just really angry, like really, really angry. Like he likes to snap at the drop of a dime. So that like he likes to snap at the drop of a dime. He's really angry, like really angry. But he's a restaurant owner, and how the things have failed, and him letting go of his anger because he gets really angry, and that's kind of why one of the restaurants he had failed. And then you have the Spanish lady. I think her name is Candace. She lets everybody know how she feels at all the times. She is really in there, and so and then you have this girl that is married to her husband, but she was with this other dude. But the husband, you guys gotta watch it. But the husband was supposed to come to the retreat. He didn't, and the husband looks more made up than she does. Like there's social media pics that she puts up like on the show. I'm like, sis, you sure you're? Well, you gotta watch it. Like you guys gotta watch it. Like I'm begging you guys. I think it's about 6 episodes in. It's called The Lost Resort. On Thursdays on TBS. I think it's like 6 episodes in. It's a really, really, really good show, and it's about like being on this island. Not island, but being at this resort together, and they have these spiritual healers, like Atasie is one, and they got this other guy, I think his name is Michael. They have these healers, and they have this one lady from Australia that's the lead healer, and then you have they bring in a tantric sex healer, and her mix into the bunch of healers is a lot because they don't really like her because she's about sex, but she also hears things from the earth. The earth tells her things. It's really interesting, and it's really if you ever felt any of their ways, you get something from the show. So even though you're watching these people go through it, you're also getting something from the show. They show you how they like how to do different things and how they're taking them through these things and how they like let these things go in. Like I would be very interested to honestly, I would go to this resort. I would go to this place and do this like healing Buddha thing and see what it's about and see how I feel about it. Because some of the things they do are interesting. And like you'll see like the black girl Miko and the black dude Varon kind of are talking, but they're not, and like how she's always fight or flight, and she I don't know. You gotta see it. And then the sex therapist, Aqua, she's like this little thing. She's really into Veron because she's like, my Philippians really connect with his, like, it's these, I mean, some of it is, yes, it's Lost Resort. Some of it is odd. You know, some of it is odd. Some of it is going to be stuff that you're going to be like, now listen, you want me to do what? But if you really open your mind, pay attention to it, you will, I mean, I'm really interested to see what you guys think. Like, Miko does this thing where she eats what she thinks to be a Japanese pop. A Japanese popsicle when it's really an ice pack. So, I tell you that to say that the show has things on it. The show has a lot of interesting things on it. I do believe that it is a show that I really want to talk to you guys about. Like, we can really get in depth with the things. Like, I want some of y'all to take notes and we get into this chat and really chat. Because I want us to always be able to chat and discuss and go back and forth. Because, again, I tell you, I learn from you. Hopefully you learn from me. And I think that this show... Right, Audrey. Right. This show is a really good show. It's a thought-provoking show and an actual show. You know, I really want you guys to pay attention. If you can, watch it. Let's discuss it once you guys are kind of caught up. Let me make sure. I'll tell you how many episodes. Hold on one second. Let me see. So I can tell you how many episodes is on it. Hold on. Because I really believe that you guys will really take something from it. Because I've taken some things from it, honestly. So, The Lost Resort on demand. Hold on. Okay. So, it is... Okay, hold on. I just want to see how many episodes, girl. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Now I put it as a favorite. I'm like, hold on. What? Oh, this is not it. That's a movie. I'm like, what is that? Okay. So. Oh. Maybe it's not on. Why does it do that? Hold on. It's Lost Resort. Are they like eating her or something? Like, Jessica, you gotta watch it. And Audrey, you gotta watch it. Like, it's called Lost Resort. It's on TBS on Thursdays at 10 o'clock. But you can probably watch it on demand. But she thinks that the thing in her freezer is a popsicle because it has Japanese writing on it and it's blue. So she cuts it and eats it. Like, she eats it thinking it's the popsicle. And then, like, I can't give, but you have to watch it because it's like, what? What? Like, have you had, because it's a lot because they're on this island that's for, like, mental healing and these kind of things healing your heart. So they're not really eating, you know, they're eating leaves and, you know, all the nonsense. They're always complaining about eating because they're hungry, you know. There's not a lot of carbs there. And it's all about this healing nonsense. And so it is, it's very interesting. But that's a little, I think that's some TV magic stuff. But you gotta watch it. Like, it's a really good show. Like, I really think, because we have to, I have notes. Like, I have notes. Like, I really, Audrey, yes. But like, I really want to talk to you guys about Christine and Robin. I really, really, really want to talk to you guys about Miko. Miko and Veron. I think that there are some really dynamic things that we can discuss about Miko and Veron. And I really want to discuss with you guys your thoughts, like what you think, because it is a really deep, good show. And I think that we can have some really good, long discussions about this show. And so I really recommend it. So again, it's The Lost Resort on TBS. It's on Thursdays at 10 p.m. It's still going on currently. I think, yeah, I think it's 6 episodes in, but it's really good. It's really, really good. I really recommend it. Oh my God. My phones just keep going off today. The what? The BB diet. What's the BB diet? What's that, Cindy? Okay, Audrey, please do watch it and let me know. Like, I really want to talk to you guys about it. So let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Again, if I don't come on every day, it'll be every other day. But I will be here. I want to discuss. Because I have no words and I need to find something. Okay, Audrey. That's fair. But I want to really discuss it. I really enjoy us interacting. I have to tell you. It gets lonely in this house. So I really enjoy discussing and talking, and I want us to continue this thing. If you guys watch something that I maybe don't know, whatever, but we are going to discuss it. Sometimes I'm going to go on tonight. I'm not going to have a rhyme or reason. I'm just going to do it when I feel like it, and I'm up to it, because some days I just don't feel like being on this camera. But thank you so much, Jessica. But honestly, to be sick. Oh, okay, Cindy. I don't know, but I really want to. I really want to discuss. I really want to, chitter chatter, and we go back and forth, and we just kind of talk about it, because there's things that, like, while I'm watching it, I think, and I'm like, well, why? Why would you do that? Like, really, that Enzo thing? I had to pause the show. Like, I'm telling you, when it came to Big Brother and Enzo with that bidet and what he was saying, and then Tyler in the shower with his hair, like, there were so many visual effects for me that was going on, and then the wording, and I was like, what are we talking about exactly? What? What? Why would you? Where did you? How? You? Okay. It was just kind of that kind of thing for me. So it was just weird and odd. I also wanted to tell you guys, I cut the cantaloupe, and the cantaloupe was extremely juicy and good. So when the next cantaloupe is ready, because I honestly cut it, and I didn't do it on camera because I thought that maybe it was not good because it hadn't gone all the way through. Oh my God, it was like juice. It was so good, so sweet, so perfect. So I'll take a picture and put it on the community wall, because I do have it cut in a bowl, and I'll show you guys. But it was so good, so juicy. And the next one is that when that comes to be ready, so Jessica, I posted the picture of it uncut. But what I will post now, once I'm done with this live, I will post on my community the picture of it cut, so you can see how good they look. Here in a little bit, as soon as I'm done here. So yeah, so again, I wanna discuss, if you guys see shows or whatever. I know there's some shows you guys have told me about I haven't watched yet. I probably need to watch. The next one I'm interested in, to be honest, is Lovecraft Country. I've been reading some things about it, so I'm gonna give it a shot and see, because it does have some witches, I think, and that kind of stuff in it. So I'm gonna see what Lovecraft Country is about. I think it's Lovecraft Country. And I will check that out. I'm gonna go watch a live feed though from last night that I didn't watch all the way through. There were some sections. Well, I did watch it all the way through. Let me not say I didn't watch it all the way through. I watched it all the way through, but I had to go back and see if what I watched was what I really watched, and saw some things, because I see things, and I'll be like, well, what's that? So we'll discuss it. We'll get into it. But again, I like to give you guys homework. So whoever doesn't watch the Big Brother live feeds, you need to do that. I know that obviously, if you don't have the money, I understand that too. And I'm not trying to get you to spend your money to do something else. So don't get me wrong. But you can go to CBS All Access. Is an app. It's $9.99 a month. And then you can get all that. You can see and a ton of other shows. I don't watch P-Valley. No, I don't. And then, again, Lost Resort, which is on TBS. It's about 6 episodes in, I believe. It comes on Thursdays at 10 p.m. I love you too, Cindy. And I love you all. And I'm just going to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys enjoyed chit-chatting with me today. And we're going to do it again soon, because I got a lot of stuff to say. All right. Bye. Well, how do I get out of here? Hold on a second. Let me see how I get out of here. How do I get off of this? Oh no. How do I get off? Oh, Nessa, I've never seen P-Valley. I don't even know what that is. I don't even. All right, y'all. Bye.